everyone. Let's see who's up on a Saturday night and bored as shit with me. Alright, Andy, we will chart AMC. That's what we're gonna do until we get 1,000 people watching tonight. I'm just gonna chart people with the bot. See what happens. Oh man, that was a fire. I don't know if I love these. I think it thought it was gonna reverse there. This one was actually right there. Well, those could have been some quick 5-minute scalps. This is just the 5-minute. Oh, thanks, Raul. What's up, RG? What's up, Ryan? What's up, Neil? Been testing it out on different time frames. That's kind of what I'm doing right now, is trying to figure out what's the most accurate time frame. Do we need to make some changes? I mean, some of these buy signals have just been money, so I'm trying to figure out how do we calculate the win percentage. Oh, can you imagine getting an alert on your phone that says, hey, go buy AMD, it's reversing right now, and you just caught a $49 to $54 swing in one day? That would have been awesome. Same here. Like, look at these alerts that we're going to be sending out alerts on the Discord this week, so I'm going to be filtering about here, we can actually, for fun, I will do a 5-minute alert on AMD here. So boom. Now every 5 minutes, if it hits the buy condition, we'll see it on AMD. Maybe we'll do some of these tonight. You guys tell me what tickers you want alerts on, and I will automate them to the Discord server. See, what's happening is it's breaking this downtrend and it's reversing. So the AI is like, alright, we might see a nice reversal here, but what's happening really is it's a fake out. So what we need to do next to avoid the, and I think this is how we do it, is I add in this, and if it rejects off the 23, that's a fake out. And that's what's happening here. This is a very common thing that happens, is in a fib, if it can't do a full candle over the 23, then we have a fake out, and then we could have actually programmed a put into this, or a shorts condition. So that's the next step that we're taking. So yours probably look like this, I'm assuming, Neil. So I'm just looking at the buy conditions right now. So I'm just I took those off just so I could see things easier with the buy conditions, because I haven't fine-tuned the sell, so I'm not even not looking at those right now. What I'm trying to do is figure out the win rate on my buy conditions, so that way I can see if we want to take this into the next step and go into strategy designing around it. So that's my goal right now. And it didn't issue one for a while on AMD. Basically what it's designed to do, and this is the core theory behind it, is I want it to predict extreme reversals, because what happens on these is you can design an option strategy to capture short-term movement. So you may not see anything on, say, like a big uptrend here. You're only going to see it on these huge sell-offs, um, because then you have a high upside here is the idea behind it. So you're capturing that insanely high upside so that you can have a a high probability upside with a high probability buy. Gives you two things you want. You want upside, because if you're buying an option, say just like on a small run here, you're not going to move very fast. But if you get it, say, on a downside reversal here, you're capturing not only upside, but you're capturing an IV spike. So making money on this is going to be incredibly easy. So then you can say, alright, Autobot, I want you to buy a call option here and immediately take a position to secure profit, say at 5 or 10%. And if you're hitting that with almost 90% accuracy, um, you're going to make a ton of money. So that's the idea behind it. So I think what I'm going to do is start doing it manually. Is if I'm going to get the alerts on my phone, I'm going to send them to my phone. So uh, if you get a sell signal, you just immediately go, okay, what you're going to do is you're going to say, this is September 16th, so we're going to go to October 16th. We're then going to issue a call for October 16th. So this would be your deadline for securing profit, would be October 16th. And you're going to get that at a delta of 50. And because AMD is at $6, you would probably buy one near the money. So you're going to immediately capture this move right here, and you'll be fine. So it's crazy to think that AMD like a year ago was at $6, and now it's almost at 100. So let me get you the link to the Discord 1 second. If you're not in the Discord and you want to test this, if you do join, all I ask is you help out by letting me know if you see bugs. If you just want to donate a few bucks to help the development, that's fine too. Everything goes towards something. So we could actually look at Bitcoin live right now if we want. So which one do we want to do? Probably, there's so many different ones. Bitcoin, US dollar. Let's do like, I think this one I liked. Coinbase? I think Coinbase is popular. So not seeing any buys. See tons of sells, and that might just be my settings I have. I have to turn off Keltner's. Yeah, see, if I turn off Keltner's, that might be the... If you're using it on Bitcoin, you just would have to turn off Keltner's, it looks like, because I think that it doesn't calculate right. So getting a buy there, and you would have secured profit there. So you're buying in at 10,477, and you're securing profit at 10,783. So you're basically capturing a $300 move right there. And then the buy back here was issued. This would have been... Again, I'm working on fixing the sells right now. They're not fantastic, so this could have potentially been a bad one unless you had a short-term profit. But I've never really traded crypto, but I see there's a huge demand on it. And if you could auto trade it 24/7, I definitely see can definitely see why people want to do that, especially if you could do it with leverage. So yeah, this is exciting. If you've never seen this before, this is what I have been working on, and that's why I haven't been talking the last few weeks, as I've been perfecting auto trading. Because I think people would rather auto trade than try to use their own TA and all that. I mean, that could have been potentially a win, but see, this is the tricky part. How do we... You're getting good short-term action on this, and this is the 1 hour, so you probably would have designed a swing strategy if you're using the 1 hour. That's probably why I wasn't getting buy signals over here. Let's go to 5 minute. Let's see if we can get some live signals here. That'd be fun. Let's try to go to the 1 minute. I'd like to see some on live with you guys. We're getting close. It came close right here. And that's another thing we could do is, let's say you wanted to scalp with this, just because it doesn't have a perfect score, so it doesn't have it's not a perfect 10 out of 10. These, when it spikes up into the 9 area, are still pretty goddamn good. Because look at these 9s right here. You would have easily been able to scalp that. Even like this 9 and this 9 and these 9s aren't bad. But the thing is I want very high percentage moves. So, I mean, you're capturing these, but this would have been a bad one. See, that would have been a bad one. So, and that would have been a good one, and that would have been a good one. But there's some bad ones that I'm trying to eliminate. And these were actually buys right here. So you can see on the 5, or this is the 1 minute. You can see these buys were issued, and then the secure profit was issued up here. So you would have captured a move from, and this would have been what, like 10 minutes. You would have captured a move from 10,681 to, you'd have made $50 here in 10 minutes. Granted, you'd have to throw $10,000 at it, but you know, you're making, yeah, on Bitcoin, you know, you're just looking to capture these swings, and you're just scalping it over and over and over and over. So then you just you turn up your aggressive settings, and you just scalping it. Joe, I'm not charging any money for this. You can go test it for free. If I do get it to the point where I need to either spend money on buying data to make it more accurate, I might charge a small fee just to cover my butt. If I ever make it where it's like perfected, I would probably charge at that point. If I felt comfortable, to the point where if I gave it to you, I'm almost guaranteeing that you turn a profit, I would probably have to charge for that. I feel like you guys would understand that. Yeah, you could scalp it with partial Bitcoin. I forgot about that. So, Zoom. Zoom had a buy signal here at the end of the day. Granted, this is the 1 minute. So, Zoom on the 5 minute would have triggered here, 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 here. I mean, you tell me what else is out there right now that's giving you these kind of buy signals. I don't know of anything. I mean, you could pay $50 for a server that, you know, you have gurus in it that's giving you buy signals, and I guarantee you this is probably already more accurate than they are. And they're instantaneous. You don't have to sit there and look at a chart or nothing. It does everything for you. I mean, look at these on the 5 minute. I mean, this one was a little early. No, I mean, that still would have been a successful trade. If you would have popped in, so you say this alert and you got in there within 5 minutes, these are, if you got in with by the next candle, you're capturing a 258 to 264. That's a $6 move in 5, 10, 15. That's a 20-minute trade, and I guarantee you made 5 to 10% on. Yeah, anyone that joins the server right now, I do have some thoughts there. I'm thinking what I'm gonna do for all beta testers is I'm gonna give you guys the chart score for free, for life. Anyone that's beta testing right now, and then when we add the other part, premium, like this will be kind of like the free feature, where you get free alerts, and then if you want confirmation alerts with like the flow or any of that, that's kind of what I'm leaning towards. I'm not saying that's gonna happen. Depends on how accurate. I mean, if I could get this accurate where you just need this, then you might not want those premium features. And I'll tell you what, I probably put 100 hours in the last 8 days making this thing, and so I'm working for free, putting 100 hours in. I have gotten some donations, but those aren't for me. They're for my team that's helping me make this, and that's for other stuff. So yeah, I figured you would, RG. I figured a lot of people would. So if you guys want to see something, I'm not afraid to show my competition either. That's the nice thing. So there are some other ones out there that claim to do this. I think Trend Bot is one. This is one that the admin actually contacted me, and I don't know if I could show this or not, but um, they claim to have something similar, uh, but when I looked at it, I don't think it's the same. It's basically trying to predict trends. So not a bad tool. I saw that one. I saw, what was the other one? Lux Algo was another one that I saw. This one I don't know how accurate it is, but I've seen some decent things from this one at least, but um, I don't, they could just be showing their best chart. So I'm trying to show you every chart. I'm not trying to hide anything. So yeah, when we did a strategy, that's the problem with crypto, and that I didn't love on it, is a lot of people will charge you like a 1/4% or something per trade. So unless you're trading with leverage, um, crypto's hard because of the fees. So if you could find a crypto trader that you could connect an autobot to, that would you could do maybe 10 or 50 times leverage. Um, I don't know if, like, I got a TradeStation account, which I was thinking about connecting it to, because you could actually just boop connect, and then you could set up a strategy and have it trade for you right now. It's totally possible. Um, right now we do have a script in the server too, where you could connect an alpaca to it and have it auto trade on alpaca. So the instructions are in the server and the beta test links. So bit 7, is that down here? This one hit BTC. What is this? See, I don't know half of what these are, but you could paper trade with the strategy right on TradingView. So if you wanted to paper trade with it, you could do that right now. LuxAlgo is basically, they're trying to claim that they have what I have, and then they charge you for it. Which, without me looking into it, I don't know if they do or not. I'm just trying to say, there are some things out there right now that claim to be able to do stuff like this, and obviously if I can do it, there's a possibility they could too. And I don't know how they went around doing it, but their goal is just to provide signals. My goal is to auto trade, which is completely different. So these are some 5-minute buys on Zoom. Yeah. Jabba, what do you think of LuxAlgo? You've seen what I got and you've seen what they got. What do you think? Am I getting there? Am I better than them already? Awesome. Good to hear that. So, um, let me see this word, this fire. Holy shit. Can you imagine if you're like, wow, that's a sell signal, I'm going to buy a put right there. It captured that whole thing, but then this would have been, you would have been, you wouldn't have wanted to buy a put there. So this is my plan, to work on this the next few days, and if I could almost perfect the buy signals in a week, I think I could the sell signals. So some updates on what we're working on. Uh, I have not even hinted at this yet, but for the 40 people that are watching, this will be a treat for you. So here's something that I don't think any other AI has done. We are actually building an AI that you will never see, that its sole job is to test everything that goes into this across 100 tickers and give me all the back testing instantly. So we are building an AI that can instantly test any condition we want. So if we want to add another condition into here, so like all these like 50 conditions, so these are all the conditions that I made to, this is the algorithm's brain right here that tells it what to look for in a roundabout way. Um, I can then plug it into the new AI and have it instantly test 100 tickers, and it will instantly tell me back whether it was improvement or not. So the automation that we're working on, it just takes time. It's a lot harder to code than say what we're doing here, and it needs access to data sources and things like that. Where this is just in TradingView, so this is just the baby. We're working on growing its legs and feeding it some milk and growing it. So we're creating an AI that's gonna make this AI better, I guess is a roundabout way of saying it. So with me, I started with about 50 different types of indicators and reversal indicators and all like that, and I narrowed it down to the ones I like the best. And then once I did that, I went back to the drawing board and looked at some more and narrowed that down, and then I figured out, there's a lot of good ones that are really good per ticker, but they don't translate to other tickers. So that's another thing I had to figure out is, okay, which ones translate to other tickers and which ones don't. So like if the values are based on like dollar amounts, they won't translate between tickers. So yeah, we I made the algorithm for the Catalyst bot today. So that's exciting. So now we just got to plug the data into it and we'll have a Catalyst bot. Um, I'm hoping the Catalyst score will be ready by Monday. No promises, but if things go good, we should have the Catalyst score within the next couple days. So that's one more AI that will be ready. So we'll have two AIs. And I kind of want to make it where you could just, in the Discord, just hit like exclamation point ticker Catalyst and it'll give you the Catalyst score. Um, and then maybe I can make like an alert bot that if it hits like a certain Catalyst score, we will do that. Uh, yeah, we have a TOS indicator. It's ready, but I don't know how to distribute it uh, without giving up my source code because I don't think. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm not familiar with TOS, so that's all on my coders. They told me they made one, but they also told me that Thinkorswim doesn't protect the source code. So, yeah, I have access to the auto trading bot, but I'm waiting to hear back from because I wanted to set up. I asked him to set up a demo for all of us, and so I was hoping he would have gotten back to me by now. He told me he was going to get back to me by the end of the week for the demo, so that you guys could see it in live action. Yeah, it's open source Thinkorswim, and that's the problem. Um, because this is something I spent a lot of time on. I just don't want to give it away yet. If it gets to the point where I can't perfect it, then yeah, I'd probably just open source it so everyone could try to perfect it. Yeah, I figured if you're going to spend some money on an auto trading bot, you're probably going to want to see it in action and have a demo on it, so yeah. So that's one thing we're working on. So we have the AI that we're going to use behind the scenes that we're working on. That should really improve how fast we can make improvements, even though you've seen what we did in a week already. So imagine if we had an AI helping us. Uh, and then, the Catalyst score bot, what it's going to take into account is news is going to be tough, but I think we have a way to incorporate news into the Catalyst bot. So immediate news. I think we have a way to incorporate upgrades and downgrades daily, which is awesome. We have a way to incorporate dividend dates, a way to incorporate earning dates. So basically it's going to weight those dates and weight the news and weight the upgrades in a different way. It's also going to weight the proximity, so the closer and better the news and ER and all that, the better the Catalyst score. So obviously the higher the Catalyst score combined with a buy signal, it's just more confidence. So we're just trying to gain as much confidence in a play as possible, so that way when we make a play, we feel like it's going to be a winning play every time. So yeah, the idea is to put this all into an auto trading bot and just have it do its thing, so that way we don't ever have to trade anymore. Because I don't know if the story behind me is I made a lot of money really fast, and then I lost a lot of money really fast because I got emotional. And I feel like I'm really good at trading, but what happens is I'm really good at also trying to hold my positions and then just losing all of that position. So I need a way to take my emotions out of it and let the thing just secure my profits, and when I'm in a losing position, the bot will just immediately take the stop loss on there so that I'm not praying and hoping, because I get into those praying and hoping situations where I'll win 75% of the time, but those 1 in 4 trades that I lose on, I lose a ton on. Yeah, I have an idea on to make what I would say maybe a light buy signal and then a strong buy signal. So maybe I could program in like these would be light buys, or for me it would be a maybe a scalp buy, and then down here if I could figure out the difference between here and here, I could say, all right, this would be a firm buy or a mega buy. One thing Trendbot does is they do a buy signal, and then they do a firm buy, and they do a sell and a firm sell. So maybe something similar to that. We'll see, but it's I'm looking at other ideas. I'm trying to think outside the box, what we could do to eliminate some of these, whether it's trying to turn up the conservativeness or what. We'll just have to see. So I haven't tested anything on the 30 or 45. If you change the time periods, does that improve the accuracy? That's another thing. If you're in the server, please tell me what the best setting is, because I can't right now until we get that AI going. I won't know. If we get the AI going, I could probably just click a couple buttons and know instantly. I could test 50 tickers and things like that. So yeah, the best thing about an AI bot is there's no emotions. That's the whole point. That's literally the whole point, is to take emotions out of it, design the highest probability scenarios, and you just let it do its thing. Whew, I got a lot of things marked up on Tesla. I don't like Tesla. Yeah, I told you to buy back here. Why doesn't it like Tesla? Maybe it's just the time frame. There we go. That'd have been a great buy right there. That'd have been a good one. That would have been probably not a good one, depending on how long he held it. I would probably have said that would have been a bad one. And I probably wouldn't even auto trade Tesla anyways because of how fast it can move. Yeah, you'd want it to put it on a reliable ticker. So maybe you do it on like a highly liquid ticker like Bank of America. You see where it would have bought there. So let's see if we can do some 15-minute tests here. A little bit of decent scalp there. These would have been there's tons of buy signals in here on the 15. That'd have been a good one. That'd have been a good one. So the biggest thing I've noticed in my bot compared to a lot of bots is a lot of bots use lagging indicators, and they don't predict the movement. So by the time you get in, you're already in a losing position. So mine is very good at predicting. Sometimes it tries to predict too early, though. That's the hardest part. Is sometimes it goes a little too early on the prediction, but it's pretty damn good. It's pretty damn good after a week of fine tuning. So I might go back to the drawing board. I think I'm just gonna wait until we get the AI. See, this is something I can't have. I can't have that. So I mean, that could have been a profitable trade. I don't know. Probably would not. For me, there's no way I would have not let that run. I probably would just have sold here. So let's say You know, for this is in a downtrend here, so this might be the next step right here. Yeah, I mean, to me, even if you're charting this, that's a buy, because you got a downtrend breakout with a full candle confirmation above it. But at the same time, you also have an inverted hammer, but it's a bullish inverted hammer. So, or that's kind of a hammer. It's more of, I forget what that's called. It's not necessarily a doji. I think it's a hammer. So, I mean, again, like I said, you just kind of got to live with some of the really bad ones. And, yeah, Case, you're right. You almost just got to set a stop loss for some of these. And then you go with you take the ratio. So you're like, all right, because the wins are going to vastly outgain the losses. You know, you're seeing here. Look at that win. You hold that overnight, and that's the other thing I've been trying to decide is, do we let these hold overnight? Some of these positions, because some of the times it holds overnight, you make a shit ton of money on it. And here, you know, it looks like it issued a couple right in a row here. Yeah, it said 3 of them right in a row. So for me, if I saw this on my screen and I saw 3 buy signals in a row, I'm buying there. But if you didn't hold this overnight, you didn't make money. You actually lost money there. But if you hold that overnight, that is a giant win. I mean, it went from 18 to almost 21. And on Bank of America, a $3 move is huge. 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 And these are all during the crash, too. I mean, like, these buy signals in a crash are fantastic. This one, not so much. Don't love that one. But let me see where I got these settings. Can we get rid of it if we turn Keltner on? Yep, see, Keltner got rid of those. But then, does it even issue buy signals? So, look at that. This is one of the updates I made. So, the Keltner got rid of those bad ones right there, and it kept these good ones. So these are the ultra. The Keltner off is aggressive, more aggressive. The Keltner on is much less aggressive, and for me, I like higher probability. So that's my thing. You're gonna get less signals, you just are with the Keltners on, but you're gonna get higher probability wins. So if you're getting a high probability win, I think everyone loves that idea. I mean, look at these reversal or predictions. This one's actually a little early. Each one of these is a winning trade if you day trade it. So, you know, that's why I'm saying right now, I just want you guys monitoring it. I can't stop you from trading it. It's to the point where I'm probably gonna trade off of it. But make your own decisions, because it's pretty fire right now. I mean, let's just go through all these buy signals with Keltners on, and let's see how many, starting from the whole year, how many did it issue and how many were accurate. So, make sure I got this right here. So, this was a double buy. I don't know if I would call this a win. Theoretically, this would have issued on the opening of this candle, so if it was at 26.90 or 27, you could have potentially sold at 27.20. So yeah, in theory it was profitable at some point, but would you have that's the thing. So there's 2, so we're going to say 0 for 2 just to be conservative on this win rate. That's definitely a win, so 1 for 3, I would call that a win potentially. And there's looks like there's a double buy here. So we'll say 2 for 5, because I think you would have profited on that at some point. Don't think it would have ever hit a stop loss for sure. 2 for 5, that would have been profitable. 4 for 6. These two were potentially, these would have been profitable. This would have been profitable. So 3, 7 out of 9. those went off, and this actually hit right here. So that would have definitely been profitable. 8 out of 10, 9 out of 11. That one, maybe? I don't know. I'm not, we'll just, we'll say 9 out of 12 to be conservative. That would have been profitable for sure. You'd probably taken profits right there. So 10 out of 13. So 10 out of 13. If you want, you could say 11 out of 13. And the really the only two that missed were those two at the beginning of the year. So not so bad. Yeah, stop losses for sure, Jonathan. Casey. Now here's the other thing, like, what if we change the candles? Does that do anything? It does. See, it changes some of these buy signals. It added this one in, which would not have been good. Not have been good. It didn't really change anything for the better, the Heikens. So I'm gonna say don't use Heikens, but maybe you test it out. You figure it out and see what works best, and let me know so that I can fix stuff if I need to fix stuff. I was thinking about doing some small positions off of it. Yeah, RG. It's to the point where I feel somewhat confident in it now. I think it's to the point where if it issues a buy signal, there's a good probability that you could make money on that buy signal. So what I would do is if it issues a buy, I would still confirm it, because this one would have been bad. So in my opinion, because the sentiment was just you would never have taken this, because watch. So this was September 3rd, and here's why you would have never taken it. You would have what is that? Microsoft. September 3rd. Let's look at September 3rd. This is one thing I like about this, is I can just go to September 3rd. Search Microsoft. September 3rd. Search. Shit, you might have. Let's do some filters here. Yeah, the flow would have, that's interesting. Batman says no, though. So on September 3rd, it issued that buy. The flow was good, too. So the other question is, if this had issued the buy, and the beginning of it was 215, and the top was 218, it all depends on where this candle's open, because, oh wait, no, it issued the buy here. Well, that's no bueno. So that means it definitely issued the buy in here, because this was the high and low. So it issued it at what I'm guessing happened is it issued it at 217.09, and it peaked at 218. So it would have went up $1 right there. So maybe that would have been a winning trade. I'm gonna have to say it probably wasn't, because unless you secure I mean, if you're securing a 5% profit, $1.50 move could have easily secured a 5% profit easily. So that even though it looks bad on the surface, that potentially could have been a so let's look at it on the 3-minute here. We'll know more. September 3rd. What was that? Hold on. Let's see what time that was. September 3rd. September 3rd. That was, oh, that was the end of the day. So this was the next day. September 3rd, the end of the day. Okay, let's say that. It's got a 3-minute. September 3rd. Here it is. This line right here. I mean, that looks like it would have been a successful trade, because you would have caught it here at, what was it, like 440? It would have issued it at the beginning, right here. And so you would have potentially either bought it here or here, depending on how it would have calculated. But you could have, that could have been a successful trade. So, bot will never be banned by the SEC because there's already lots of trading bots out of there, and they're 100% legal. So, you have to zero worry about it being banned. Zero worry. I'm not worried whatsoever. So this is the 3-minute, by the way. I want to show you some stuff on here. This is the stuff that I just started testing out. Are these short time periods? They look pretty good for scalping already. I mean, you're getting decent buys, and you're getting pretty consistent buys. So this would have fired right there. So I mean, it's pretty good at you're getting good runs after all these buys. So these are something to consider. I mean, even right here on the 3-minute, it fired right there. You would have had a good jump up after. So it's pretty good. All right, I gave you all the updates I had and everything. If you want to see a couple tickers, I'd be happy to test them live with you. I'm not trying to hide anything, so if there's some tickers that you want to test this out on real quick on a couple different time frame candles, let's do it. What's my TC score on Skynet? I mean, with Skynet, it's 100%. I actually looked at Spot. I think I looked at it today. This is the 15-minute. Those would have been bad. Potentially. That would have been good. See, it's weird. Sometimes you get like these random buys here, and that's, that's a good buy right there. So, for me, I'm happy with that. What I'm not happy with is how early it issued that buy. That's a winning trade, but your stop loss definitely would have hit there. That would have been, what the... That would have been a really good one. This one right here. I mean, these are on a downtrend, but these are still good trades, even on a downtrend, because you're getting good immediate movement after, and that's what I want. I want it to capture a wave up where you're getting that IV spike on immediate bullish action, so people are running in there, so you're capturing that IV spike, and then you're getting in and you're getting out. I never want to hold a trade if I'm profitable on it. And that's the one thing I think I was talking about in Discord is what you can do is you can set at 5%. You take your original investment out, and then potentially let the 5% run. Maybe you have a set time period or something, and that's just some strategy stuff that we have to get into. So these were bad. This was awesome. These were bad. These would have been stop losses for sure. So I'm just curious, is it good on the lower tickers? These huge tickers, I don't know if I'd even play an option on here, if I'm being honest with you. It's just the amount of risk you would have is alright, Neil, we'll do Ver for you. I'm assuming you're in this right now. The only one it issued was right there. Did have a sell signal at the end of the day, by the way. That's usually what people want. They're like, "Hey, I'm in this. Am I supposed to be in this?" Every time I get requests. I know you guys. I know. I know. I'm the same way. I would have any data you can get that helps confirm. I get it. What is this? Biotech? Playing biotechs? Some of these, I mean, yeah, they win, but I just don't know if they would have been winning in an Autobot. That's the thing. I would never have played this in an Autobot, though. I don't even know what it is. Let's see on a longer time frame. Maybe I can help you out some more here. So, it doesn't like the hourly. I don't think it's. Let's see on the 5 minute. That issue. Those have been winning. Alright, I'm gonna do another one here. I'm gonna try to catch up here. We'll go through some of these real quick. I did spot. Let's do Carnival Cruise Lines. I like that idea. I think I looked at this on Friday. No promises. Ooh, for me, I would have bought that right there. Just looking at this, you know, you got this nice, trend reversal right there. I would have bought that. Let me see. This is a 15-minute. There's a buy signal back here. That would have been nice. That run. Ooh, these look like terrible buy signals. Let me do some analyzing here real quick. So you got one there. That would have been good. That would have been good. No, these would have been okay. This would have been okay. These would probably not have been okay. I mean, you get a little hump that you could have potentially, you would have. Okay, so here's the thing, like, if you're looking at these and where they're issued, because they're issued on candle open, that candle still plays out in the back testing, so this one would have 100%, these would have been bad, so, and then, you know, is that this thing where you look at some of these and you say, how do I get rid of those? Does this, I mean, does it matter? Without the Keltner, I mean, that's a terrible one right there. So, I mean, again, I need that second and third AI to confirm some of these, because I think the second and third AI would get rid of some of these, so it definitely would reduce them. Alright, let's look at S-Bucks and Disney here real quick. I did Spy earlier, but we'll end on Spy. Starbucks on the 15. Oh, I gotta. You had one here. Here. These are the more aggressive settings, just so you know. The new ones, the ultra conservative settings. So some of these are pretty good. I like these. These aren't bad. Looks pretty good on Starbucks. Okay. Let's look at Disney. Hey, you got to buy on Friday. Or Thursday, it looks like. You would have bought right here. It would have had some nice movement there. You could have bought on the 21st. You could have bought these two dips right here. And then the other last one was here. And here. And it looks like it's trying to tell you this is the bottom here. This is the bottom here. This is the bottom here. So, Disney. The ones. Abbott and you got, oh, that doesn't, well, that would have been okay. These look good. This is good. I'm happy I'm seeing these. I like that. I like that. You know, that's the other thing is, like, do we really need the ultra conservative? if we have a stop loss, if we're getting these fire buys here, I don't know if it needs the ultra conservative because you're getting so many good buys. It might actually hurt the ratio because you're getting less buys and then one's bad. 1 out of 10 um, is a 90%, but so is 90 out of 100. So, what's the other one? Intel. You would have gotten, you would have caught this, so that would have been profitable. And then it had some right here trying to tell you to rebuy. So these would have been maybe. We'll probably, I don't know. Don't love those, but this is what it is. That would have been good. This one would have been good, and that one would have been iffy. All right. You're saying I don't see. What you could be seeing here is a cup, so it would probably run up to here. So this could be the cup we're seeing. So I mean, there's no. I mean, if you're thinking this is a cup, it should have rebounded already. So it would have gone like this. It did not. I mean, this is out right now, Ronnie. There's no release date for the auto trading bot, but I was told by the end of the weekend. So he emailed me and said by the end of the weekend. So hopefully he keeps his word. Oh, Nike. Nike told you to buy there and there. You would have made a lot of money on Nike. Nike told you to buy there and there, so you would have caught both of these on Nike with the bot. I would not have. See, here's the thing. This would have had a high catalyst score, and so you would have 100% taken all of these right here. So these buys right here, you would have 100% taken, and you would have been profitable. The Autobot will be $2,000 right now. We're working on our own. That will be different, but the one that's out right now will be $2,000. I'm hoping that we can have everyone buy it that wants it. So, if everyone wants it, that can buy it. So, I mean, the more I test this, the more I just love it. I mean, shout out in the chat. Do you love the progress we're making? Do you love the this right now? Everything you're seeing right now. Do you love what you're seeing? Are you okay with the couple of losers for all the winners you're getting? I mean, Nike looks fucking awesome. All of these look amazing. Okay, this one, like, it took me a while to find a bad one. Took me a bad one. Like, these are great. This one would have been okay. I mean, these would still have been good buys if you didn't hold overnight and you just secured 5-10% profits here. I'm under the belief that if you just set, you don't even care if it runs. You just set, on your options. You just set. You buy it and you immediately put a sell order in for 5%. I think every single one would be profitable, maybe except for one or two. I think 95 out of 100 with a 5% take profit win. I'm almost my TC confidence score on that is 95% of the 95%. So I'm gonna keep testing it, and I really want to crunch the numbers on that because I feel pretty confident on that. Palantir. I don't normally keep track of IPOs, so so the big difference between my bot and the one that's out is mine will just connect this strategy to your account and you don't have to do anything. It's literally just a plug and play. And by the time my bot's ready, it will be this strategy will be perfected because I won't release it unless I'm confident in it. The one with the 2K is a one time for the rest of your life. That is a fantastic price, in my opinion. Um, the big thing about the new one is you can design your own strategies without code. So you basically just type in all the strategies you want, and the bot will figure out the code for you. So that's kind of cool. I like that. You can back test the strategies. So if you're saying, okay, I got this sweet strategy that I've had in my head, I can back test it with options. So that's something that is unique about the one that's out that probably won't be unique with mine. I'm not saying I couldn't add that eventually, but that takes a while to program a bot that will program. If that makes sense. So um, I'm excited though. I think there's a lot of things in the works. So no, I didn't. It all depends on the strategy. Because you design your own strategies with the bot, it's all up to you. That's the thing. So for when we release the auto trading bot for Thinkorswim, yes, that will be something that you could plug into your Thinkorswim. I will not be. I can't put this chart into Thinkorswim right now because it's open source. So I can't just be like, hey, here's all my code, go have fun, because there'll be that one person that'll take it and try to sell it. You know I'm right on that. So they'll try to claim it's theirs or something, and they'll do something to it that I don't want them doing. So we had talked about purchasing the bot now, and I think I have a meeting with another one of my friends tomorrow, and we're thinking about going in on it together to test it out. So I'm probably gonna get the bot and just test it out, because I'd feel bad trying to promote it if I never used it. So yeah, the big thing with me is with the 2K bot, we'll just call it the 2K bot. Um, I will give you full support with it. If you get it through me, um, I'll give you full support, and we'll have our own auto trading private channel for anyone that does it, and we'll work on it together every day. And that's something that you'll have 100% support with. So that's something you can feel confident with there. But if you just want to wait for when we can perfect this and just help us beta test it, I wouldn't hold that against you either. So, man, look at this. Look at this Nike breakout here. Sometimes you can just draw a line. That's the best part. You can just draw a line. And you just buy it right there. But did I miss any tickers that you guys wanted to see? I did Disney, I thought. Look at it one more time. You had a buy here, a buy here, and a couple buys in here. So Disney back tested really well. Yeah, I think people would be more excited if we could plug this into it. Bale! Hey! I talked about Bale before. Woo! We got a fire buy this week on Vale. That was nice. Was that right there? That was at $10, $10.50. That'd been a good one. We got one here. That'd have been a good one. This one, was it after or before the drop? Hold on. It's before the drop. Okay, that would have been a bad one. Yeah, I used to get like 150 to 100 people watching me. I feel like people aren't excited enough about artificial intelligence trading, or they just got crushed by Tesla and they're taking the week off. I think that's probably what happened. Just, they went all in on the Tesla play. I should not have done that. I actually made 100% returns on the Tesla play because I secured my profits. So that one could have been bad. Depends on how you played it. Oh yeah, there's a lot of. See, that's the problem with me going on late at night too. Uh, I don't know if my time. It's the only time I can though. That's the problem. Let's look at SPY. We'll look at Bitcoin one more time before we're off. So, I actually have SPY already charted up because it's the one that I test the most because it's overall market. So I don't know why I didn't. It's just because. Oh no, it's this. I think these would have been profitable. Got a sell signal at the end of the day. Oh, I have these marked up under the old system. That's why. Yeah, it probably would have been profitable. I mean, these look good. I don't know. I like them. Spy looks good. Test out good. Roku Myrna. Yeah, if you're holding, I mean, holding through battery days like holding through earnings. I don't know why anyone did it. I wish Ace wouldn't have done it. I think he would have protected himself a lot more. Roku. 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 Look at Roku looks amazing. Those buys on Roku are fucking awesome. Look at those buys every single time. Every one was just fire. Myrna. Alright. Fire probably would have made profit. I mean, test out pretty good on Moderna. Was another one? Visa? The Vista. The Visa Nighter. Ooh. Uh, that's a bad. See, I don't know. I wouldn't have held over the week. I tried to tell people if you held over the weekend, it's scary. Almost every stock I tested had a bad sell signal at the end of the day. I'm telling you guys, this thing is. I can't believe there's not more people excited about this thing. Like, these buy signals are amazing, and I'm gonna be having. I connected this to a Discord bot, so these will get tweeted out live, so you don't have to scan for stocks. If we get one, we'll all get it together and we can test it. So, if you're not in the Discord, you should definitely join this week and help me test this. These are freaking awesome. See, my thing is just don't buy in a correction. If you're buying it, I mean, even in the correction though, like this is a correction, and these are still amazing. That one's not awesome, but it all depends on how long you hold. That one would have been profitable depending on your take profit percentage. Wouldn't that mean depends on where that opened. Probably would have been a bad though. But again, if you do this, would have been really bad. Well, let's zoom in there. Would it have been? Would it have been? If you didn't hold it overnight, I mean, I wouldn't have taken this to begin with, but if you didn't hold it overnight, maybe you're waiting for it to break here, you would have gotten in around 208. I mean, it went up 80 cents. That would have been good. That would have been not so good, but again, it all depends on where you're getting in. If you're getting in the bottom here, maybe that would have been good. Who knows? Probably not. Again, I probably wouldn't have, maybe not have taken that. I don't know. I might have taken. I probably would check flow and see what flow was like and gone in. That's awesome. But here's the thing, like, if you're looking at this, you're looking at these two, and you're trying to predict a reversal, this one doesn't look much different than this one. I mean, you got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then it starts going up. You're probably thinking, alright, that's a correction. And then you're doing your little test thing here with maybe your trend lines and everything. And, I don't know, maybe you wouldn't have gotten in because it was below this trend line. So that's another thing you're doing your DD. So just use this right now to confirm your own. Don't just trade off of it by itself. But, I mean, yeah, maybe I wouldn't have taken that. It rejected off that and probably wouldn't have taken that. Again, probably the same thing over here. Maybe I might have taken that. I would have gotten crushed on it though. Unless you secured profit end of day. Seeing those bounces off the uptrend would have been tricky. Yeah, so I talked to the creator of the 2K bot, and he said that we could he would work on us and integrating our own strategies, but it wouldn't be till November, December that we'd be able to do that. Mullet, if you go right now in our Discord, we have an auto trader bot that we made that will connect to Alpaca. But I was told that all these brokers, in theory, you could connect in auto trade. I haven't tested them out. I'm looking to connect my TradeStation bot next week and probably trade this off of that. So I'm going to try to test this out for you. I don't know if I can. Maybe eventually I can test these all out, but the idea is to recode it and make it just plug and play with any broker. I'm not going to worry about just ones with trades. I want to get out of this. I don't want to just keep it in TradingView. It's not my goal to keep it in TradingView. It just gives us a way to do things faster right now. So look at these buys. You know, a lot of these just look amazing. So I'm excited for the future. I had a request for Z. Right now I have 30 of them connected. But I call me ambitious, but by the end of Sunday I want to connect 100. So call me ambitious. I think I want to connect 100 of them. I don't know if I'm going to do just right now. It's only buy signals because I don't feel confident in the sells right now. But feel free to look at sell signals on anything that you got. Who asked about Zillow? Edward. How do you say? Is it Ebard? Albard? Eobard? Eobard? I'm gonna say Eobard. Not bad. So, one bad one on here. Yeah, there's no way to say it. That was bad. You see here, though, I'm interested why that even fired. Because in theory, it didn't even get as high as these, and these didn't fire. That is strange. These should have fired. I don't know why those didn't. Those should have. If that one fired, why didn't this one fire? I have to test this out. I don't know if maybe it's the code I have isn't right. catching up on the chat here. Vici and FMCI. What are you guys trading? Oh, what is this? Can you even trade options on something like this? We got one buy signal. I don't know if that probably would have been somewhere in there that opened. You guys like your weird stocks. Some of these are pretty good though. There you go. There's some good ones. These don't look very good. I mean, I don't know if we're buying calls in a flash crash like March anyways, so I know I wouldn't have. I would have just been playing puts. I actually did. I made a shit ton shorting Tesla. So, Zuo? Zora? Zora got crushed here. Earnings? There's no way you would have played this after earnings. 0% chance. That said, probably could have had a tiny profit there. I don't know. I wouldn't have played that though. This is the only other buy I would have had. You know, it's funny. You would have played this earnings, you would have made a shit ton. No, you wouldn't have, because it was before. Yeah. I wouldn't have held in the earnings anyways. You guys probably would have, because you're gamblers. Degenerate gamblers. That would have been good. Yeah, some of these... You know, this is why we test a lot of these, is some of them are a little better than others, so... my wife's telling me it's time that I should cut you guys loose. So I'll do a couple more here, and then I'm gonna get off. So these are the last. I'll do 3 more. I think I did Apple already, so we'll do CRM. Well, CRM had one at the end of the day there. I think what it is because I don't have Keltner bands on. Keltner would have changed it to here and here. Would have been my guess, and that's probably why we got these different signals here. So I have the more aggressive settings on. If you want to know what Keltner bands are, it's these blue things right here. Tesla I did. A-stick. Acidic. I like A-stick, that sounds funner. I think, I mean, I got a double buy and no sells on Tesla. I'd be careful with that. STZ. Only buys we have are these ones right here for this dead cat bounce. T-Miss, T-Mobile. Had a double bottom buy here. Should have been some really good buys there. All these would have been really good. So I appreciate the 40, 50 people that joined me on a Saturday night. Looks like we all have no lives and got nothing better to do. So thank you. Hopefully this helped get you guys some more confidence in what we're trying to do, though. Obviously stepping in the right direction, but thank you again, and I hope you all have a wonderful night.